Shalom. All right, we want to start off by giving our praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Bashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Bashem,
Rokal,
Wakar,
Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule well, and peace and salutations to the house of David. Shalom to the elect. I had the brother Maquar with me, Mr. Brother Yatazakah, and we're just gonna jump right into the scriptures. This Second Timothy chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry." So we're gonna go into two of these words. Okay. We're gonna go into an evangelist first. An evangelist, it says, a person who seeks to convert others to the Christian faith, especially by public preaching.
Yeah, bro.
So it said a person who seeks to convert others to the Christian faith, which we know that's going off, but to the faith of Yahweh Bashim Shai, of course, especially by public preaching. It says especially by public preaching. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to this word public for you brothers real quick. Um, let's get this word public. So it says so that's how you do the work of evangelist by especially by public preaching. So we can go into the word public, the etymology on Google, and that word is um, it says of is multiple definitions, but I'm just read something for you brothers. This public, it says of or concerning the people as a whole, open to or shared by all the people of an area or country, of or involved in the affairs of the community, especially in government, done, perceived, or existing in open view of or provided by the government rather than an independent commercial company. Uh, Ordinary people in general. Uh, yeah, so the one that I'm gonna take heed to, we're gonna go to the one that says done or perceived, or existing in open view. All right, and you go into some of the synonyms. It says known, overt, plain, obvious, in circulation, exposed. You know, so we supposed to be known. We supposed to be plain and obvious. Well, scriptures say, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. You know what I'm saying? So we supposed to be out, available to be seen, man. We supposed to be in the general public, man. We supposed to be out and about. That's how you do the work of a evangelist, you know. So I'm gonna go back. I got another definition. We're gonna get that word proof, but I'm gonna read the script one more time.
But
It's
that,
I'm
but
go,
that word evangelist, that right there, that cuts all that whole that Hebrew stuff where you ain't got to come out. That cuts all of that.
oh yeah,
Cause
most
that's where you're supposed to be out there in the highways and the highways. So that off top cuts all of that.
yeah, yeah. Like you just I'm just a believer, or you know what I'm saying, that's not my lot to, I'm not a prophet, you know what I'm saying, all that. If you can be a prophet behind a keyboard, you're a prophet, you know what I'm saying, you can damn prophesize, like, but yeah, we understand everybody ain't a prophet, you know what I'm saying, but that it doesn't mean you can't get out there, it don't mean you can't get out there, man. uh this bringing the precept back up one more time. This Second Timothy chapter 4, verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. You know, so it says make full proof of thy ministry. Let's go to this word proof. Cause a lot of people they be like shit. I talk to multiple people a day. I tell them about Yahweh Shimi outside. I be at work or I'm out and about and I see somebody to talk to. I'll tell them about it. Look,
Prove that shit.
well. Let's go into the Edamon online, bro, for the word proof. It says evidence to establish a fact. Uh, so we know that proof is evidence to establish a fact. Let's go into Google. What we get for Google on that word proof, and it says evidence or argument establishing or helping to establish a fact or the truth of a statement. It says in the synonyms evidence, verification, authentication, confirmation, certification, validation, uh, attestation, um, documentation. So
Oh,
confirmation, documentation, you know, um, verification, man, evidence. This is what you supposed to have. Well, let's read the precept one more time. It's 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof. Salakia. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist,
so do the work, go out in the highways and hedges, and what else you gotta do?
make full proof of thy ministry.
Record that shit.
God, God. Yeah, cause that's your documentation. That's your confirmation. That's your attestation. That's your witness. You know, that's your evidence, man. That's your evidence to establish the fact of you doing your ministry toward Yahweh Shemi Abashai, man. But this is a commandment though. This one thing about it, it's not just something you just doing just to do. This is actually commanded for you to do. It's
Oh,
not.
it's not a choice?
What you say?
It's not a choice?
No, this a commandment. You go into the word precept. The word precept it means one of the synonyms for it is commandment, bro. So these precepts these are commandments, man. You commanded to do this. It says, but watch thou in all things. So yeah, of course we supposed to watch. We watch me, you know. It says endure afflictions. We definitely supposed to endure afflictions. Why? Because that's a part of serving the Lord. Sirach 2:1, you know. Sirach the second chapter. It says, do the work of an evangelist. So like the brother said, you gotta go out on the highways and the byways. These are things that you have to do as a man of the Lord. All right. You have to go out and and teach, do public preaching. And it says make full proof of thy ministry and make full proof of thy ministry. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta prove that you serving Yahweh Shim Al Shad. You know what I'm saying? Uh, in your deeds, in your actions, in your daily life, and you have to prove it when you go out and teach, man. This is all part of being a man of the Lord, man. You know,
And it's a commandment,
God. It's a
not a
command.
choice.
Yeah, hell no, it's definitely not a choice. You had another precept out?
Um, we can run to yours.
Come, I'm gonna get this real quick. This Hebrews. Let me see. I'm gonna start at 32. It's Hebrews chapter 10, verse 32. But call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. And that was just part of what we are supposed to do. Uh, in that 2 Timothy 4:5, that's what it told us to do: endure afflictions. That's we was illuminated when this glorious light of the gospel, this marvelous light, was revealed unto us. It says, verse 33, partly which ye were made a gazing stock. All right, so let me go into this word gazing stock. So we are made a gazing stock. What's a gazing stock? Let's go into it. Salakia. It's the aterizo, the aterizo. It said which, hey, that's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? The aterizo. So theater. You know, they go back to the word theater. I'm sure, and it says to bring upon the stage, to set forth as a spectacle, exposed to contempt, to expose as a spectacle. So let me go into this word spectacle real quick. Spectacle. Okay, this word spectacle is a visually striking performance or display. Display, show, performance, presentation, exhibition, pageant, extravaganza, an event or scene regarded in terms of its visual impact, sight, vision, view, scene, outlook, picture. So we supposed to be in sight and in vision. We supposed to have what's the scene? Because one of the words for God is theos. You know what I'm saying? So the Heavenly Father, he all about he all about theatrics. You know, he theatrical. You know, we are part of the Heavenly Father's theatrics when we go out there and teach. When we're being seen, we're actually making a presentation for Yahweh Shim Yahushua. We are actually These are actually scenes in Yahweh Shim Yahushua's picture, man. All right, this is a motion picture, man. This is what we are required to do as men of the Lord, man. All right, be spectacles, you know, be gazing stocks, because you go into the words gazing stock, it pretty much mean spectacle, you know. So it says back in Hebrews chapter 10 verse 33, partly which ye were made a gazing stock, both by reproaches and afflictions. And that's what happened when you out on the highways and the byways too, man. You go through you get reproached, man, and you get afflicted. You get reproached and you get afflicted out there, man. Damn near every time you go out there, man, you got people walking by or riding by talking shit, you know, thinking all type of evil towards you, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen to you out there. You know, you out there in the blazing hot or the cold or the real cold in the elements. You know what I'm saying? Dealing you dealing with, you know, the ministry of Yahweh Shim outside. You know, you standing on this rough concrete. You know, you know, trying to keep your mind together. It's all that's what happened when you out there as a spectacle. You seen by so called you might see somebody that know you. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh yeah, this nigga weirdo. He lame. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. That's all part of being a gazing stock. That's a part of it. You know, and you supposed to show you supposed to put that forth for everybody to see too. You don't supposed to just, you know, just to, well, whoever around, whoever see me, they see me, but you know, I ain't gonna let everybody see me. You know, you supposed to make yourself a gazing stock for everybody. You know, well, Yahweh Shai say, he said, if you are ashamed of him, he gonna be ashamed of you. Worth the paraphrasing.
God.
It says, partly which ye were made a gazing stock, both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly which they became companions of them that were so used. You know, so we supposed to this is us being followers and companions of those who was before us, who made themselves gazing stocks and spectacles of men. You know, this is a requirement of being a man of the Lord. You have to be a spectacle. You have to be seen. You have to be put forth and put in the forefront, man. This is a part of this. You know what I'm saying? This is not just something that you just doing now. Now you got certain niggas now, of course, you know what I'm saying, they doing it because they trying to be seen. You know what I'm saying? They trying to be acknowledged. You know, they trying to get fame. You know what I'm saying? They trying to you know, they got their own agenda behind why they want to show forth them, why they want to be a spectacle. You know, those niggas like Yahushua said, those who enlarge the borders of their garments. You know what I'm saying? Those who, you know, who be doing the most. You know what I'm saying? You doing the most out there, man. Trying to trying to be seen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's different. You know what I'm saying? Now you're not doing it to, you know, you're not doing it for affliction and reproach. You know what I'm saying? You doing it for your own belly, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? That's not being a spectacle. That's different. You know, you actually putting on the show. You not being a part of the show. You know, that's like you in a movie, and you got lines that you supposed to go out. You supposed to say your lines at this certain amount of time. You supposed to say these exact type of lines. Then you go out and you just start saying your own damn lines. You know what I'm saying? You just like, bro, where did this come from? This is not in the script, Bucko.
God.
Um, yeah, I got. You want me to grab some or keep going?
Yeah, Isaiah 30 and 20.
Con. Start. Isaiah 30 and 20. It's Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, ye shall not, Shalaki, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Keep going.
Con. Verse 21. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
And that's what's going to happen. We gonna like I said, the eyes are going to see their teachers. We're going to be out there doing the work. How you going to see them in the church? How you going to see them on the keyboard? You going to throw up precepts? You going to be in the house? What if somebody ain't got your page? What if somebody ain't got internet? I guess they're done then, right? You got to have some people out on the streets. People got to be on the streets. And what did they tell you? It's in Deuteronomy, I think I can't remember off top, where it says we got to remember the old past. And that's going out in the highways and the hedges, not doing sit-down lessons. And we definitely got to record it.
How are you going to be seen if you don't record it? That's crazy.
I guess they're talking about just the people who literally see them. So, but the scripture says we got to push. A man is supposed to push the rock to the four corners of the earth. So unless you're traveling every single day all across the world, you're going off. Because you're not recording it. How are you getting it to the four corners? That means you're going off because you got to get it to the four corners. And YouTube is the only way to do that.
Let me see. I got a precept for you. This Psalm chapter 19, verse 1. A psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of Yahweh, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
You got it, bro.
God, I'm gonna keep going. It says, Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. All right. So how is that happening? It ain't like you can be out there on the streets. Ain't like you can be on the streets, or it ain't like you actually in the firmament or the heavens, you know, teaching the word, and it's damn sure you not in the firmament teaching the word. Then it's not like you are on the streets 24 hours every day teaching the word. You know what I'm saying? So how is it day unto day uttereth they speech and night unto night? Because that it show of knowledge. That's the internet, man. All right, that's through the YouTube, like the Ox said, man. All right, This what it's talking about, man. All right, because you can get on the internet at any time. Anybody across the world could turn on your video and look at it, man. They could put the subtitles on it. You know, they can change the languages to it. You know, you don't know who you might get to across the world, man. You know, like it's a day unto day, utter speech, and night unto night, show of knowledge. All right, so these videos are going throughout the four corners of the earth, man. This is it's going everywhere, man. You know, it says there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. So, and we know that Yahweh Shim outside do not lie. You know, we say none of these prophecies shall fail, and this is a prophecy that's being fulfilled right here with the internet, man. All right, why? Because like we were saying, it says no speech nor language where this voice is not heard, where their voice is not heard. All right, so you got man all throughout the four corners of the earth. Then you got man all throughout the four corners of the earth who putting up videos on the internet and they going out throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, really, that's how this word is getting out all across the four corners of the earth. Cause you not going like, bro, ain't nobody going out throughout the four corners of the earth like that, man. Ain't nobody doing that. You know, it says their line is gone out through all the earth. And how is that happening? How is the line going out all throughout the earth? How is that happening? And their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. You know, so it says in their words going out to the end of the world, man. All right, so these words go out all throughout the four corners of the earth. How? Through the internet. And how do it go on the internet? Because you upload your video on it that you recorded when you go out there and push the word. You had a precept out.
Now you right.
Um, this First Corinthians 4:9. This First Corinthians chapter 4 verse 9. For I think that Yahweh have set forth the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men.
And there that word spectacle go again. We set up before angels and man. Angels and because the angels are watching. Matter of fact, the angels they wish they could do the work we doing. They wish they could be down here doing this work too. But they got their own position. And but it says angel and man because people like you seen the man. Well, you matter of fact, read that again because they going read that again, bro.
This
Oh, sure.
First Corinthians chapter 4 verse 9. For I think that Yahweh have sent forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men.
Oh man, you got it, bro.
So the apostles was sent forth last, which we apostles just mean to be sent away, sent forth. All right, so we was sent away, we was sent forth uh in the last times, in the latter end, which is a prophecy that was spoken of in Revelations the 11th chapter, when it said after 3 days and a half they stood upon their feet. You know, that's what's going on right now. The apostles, we are sent forth last, man. This truth is like fairly new. It's been on the scene since 1969, 1970. Okay, and we are the evangelists of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We bringing forth the good tidings. You know, we bringing forth the gospel. You know, in the last times, because this the last times. It says, as it was appointed to death, as it was appointed to death. You know, so this is what we were appointed to do until the end. You know, and it says, and a part of us being appointed to do this in the end and to the end is us. It says, for we are made a spectacle unto a world. That's us being made a spectacle unto the world, man. All right, let me get that word world right there. World. Oh, it say cosmos. You know, so we know that that's a separate society, pretty much. You know, like, I thought it was gonna say Okamone, Okamene, and that's how you say it.
Look at me now.
Okamine, Salakia. Yeah, I thought I was gonna say Okamine. You know, but we are because really this word ain't for nobody but the cosmos anyway, which is Israel. You know,
Yeah,
so
we're the show for the Jakes. We
con,
putting on an event for Israel. That's
yep,
what we putting an event on for.
con, bro,
And ultimately, Cosmos is ultimately the elect anyway. Because when you go to Matthew 17 and 9, Yahweh Shai said, "I pray for them. I pray not for the cosmos."
mm,
So he's not talking about the entire Israel. He's talking about the elect.
con,
And many.
that's real, con, bro. It says, "For we were made a spectacle unto the world." All right, to the whole nation of Israel, because really they the ones who talk shit and laugh at us and treat us like shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? We the ones who they look at us like damn fools anyway. You know? It says, "For we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels." Like I said, even angels, you got angels who watching us, bro. So this not only is the people in this world watching us, we made spectacles and gazing stocks to the people of this world, but you got actually angels who recording this. Angels are recording this. So you recording yourself, you got angels recording you. Like you ain't even thinking about it like that. And it says, and to man, and to man. So we are made a spectacle unto the world, unto angels, and to man. All right. This is a part of being an apostle. All right. This is what was appointed to us unto death. All right. What do you don't not understand about it? Like I don't understand.
So if you're not recording it, you got a mindset. You're not going to be seen in men. You're not doing it to be seen in men. You're going to fuck off because we do it to be seen in men. Who else is going to see you?
Right.
Who you trying to wake up? The angels? The angels already woke. Who else you waking up? What are you going out there for? It's not to wake up the people. What are you doing out there, bucko? What the hell are you doing?
Well, scripture say prophesies against the wind.
The wind is the earth.
Yeah.
And how you going to prophesy to the wind without recording it?
Yeah, man. I don't know, boy.
YouTube is that wind.
Con, bro. Con. Yep. Cause what I think it's in Ecclesiastes, it speak about how the wind. Hold on, let me get there real quick. You made me think about that. This Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 6. The wind goeth toward the south and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to its circuits. So,
Wow.
oh, you got it. My fault.
Nah, you got it, bro.
Yeah, kind. So it's telling you that the wind, it go about continually, man. It whirleth about continually. You know what I'm saying? It and it returneth again unto its circuits, man. And it do the same thing again. That's what we do when we prophesize, man. All right. And how do you do that? Because even if you was, so to speak, just prophesizing against the wind, and nobody was out there to see you or hear you, you would record it, and it's gonna go forth, from the north to the south, and whirleth about continually. All right. Why? Because it's gonna constantly be uploaded. You know, it's gonna stay. It's gonna return to its circuits, man. It's gonna go out to where it need to go out, and it's gonna come back. You know, that's how you prophesy against the wind. You, like you said, YouTube is the wind, pretty much.
People trying to cut out the middleman. That's what they always doing. They say they try to cut out Yahweh Shai.
Con,
Ain't nothing new.
bro, con. What it say in John the 10th chapter? Though who tried to come in another way, the same as a thief and a robber.
Ooh. 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 Yeah, cause these new niggas, they got the keys. The apostles did it wrong. They got the keys now.
Right.
All the elders and apostles that was recording it, they got the keys. They was going off. They found a better way. We don't gotta record nothing. We don't gotta be seeing them in. These are the same sick people who woke up from videos. That's how much of hypocrites these people are.
Yeah, that's crazy. This Acts chapter 22 verse 14, it says, and he said, the God of our fathers have chosen thee, that thou shouldest know his will and see that just one, and shouldest hear the voice of his mouth, for thou shalt be his witness unto all men of what thou hast seen and heard.
Yeah, bro.
So what it just say? We was chosen, all right. We was chosen by Yahweh Shem Yahshua to know his will, all right, and see that just one, and should hear the voice of his mouth, man. All right. And like I say in Luke 1:70, he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophets, man. You know, it says, for thou shalt be his witness, and what was one of the words um for proof, you know, making full proof of your ministry, which we know minister means to serve. You know, so our making evidence and evidence of our ministry. One of the words for that word proof was was um witness. And Salakia, bro. Hold on one second. Salakia, yeah. But let me go. I'm gonna go into this word witness too, real quick. I'm just going to witness, bro. One of the definitions for that word is martis, and one of the definitions for it, bro. It says one who is a spectator of anything.
Wow. Yo, people don't go on the word. They can't know what's in these scripts. It's impossible.
Bro, then you go down to the Strong's definition. It says record. Record. All right. So let's start back from verse 14 real quick. It's Acts 22:14. And he said, the God of our fathers have chosen thee, that thou shouldest know his will and see that just one, and shouldest hear the voice of his mouth, for thou shalt be his witness unto all men of what thou hast seen and heard. And how is that possible? Us being his record, man. Us being his his spectator, man. By us being the spectacle, man. By us constantly putting his our witness of Yahweh Shai on record, man. All right. And how do you do that? By recording it, putting it on the internet, man. All right. And going out in the highways and the byways, doing the work of an evangelist. All right. That's why it says, because we supposed to unto all man of what thou hast seen and heard. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he put things on our spirit all the time, man. That's why we constantly do these videos, because Yahweh Shem Yahshua, he put that on our spirit to do that, man. You know, that's what we have heard, because he speaks by the mouth of his holy prophet. So we heard, you know, or you might see a vision. You might actually see a vision, or you might hear, you know, the spirit might put something on you to say. You know, that's you bearing witness of what Yahweh Shai said, man. All right, by doing these videos. So like my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we do this, we record it, and I mean we go out and we record it, but we ultimately, when you look at it, we do this for the elect. Now, imagine if nobody walked past you, there you go out and you get them recorded. So what about the elect? We do this for the elect, right? So basically, in a sense, you didn't even show up to work. Now, if nobody showed up and you recorded it, you can upload it online, and now the elect could find it potentially. But if you're out there, nobody walked past you, it's like a desert, or whatever, you basically didn't do your job. Like this, it just makes too much sense. Like why does this got to be so hard? This is nothing hard about this. It's nothing hard about this at all.
God, God, bro. God. It's nothing hard about this at all. I'm gonna pause it one more time. Okay. Salakia. Okay. Let me read that one more time for these brothers. No. Okay. This Acts 22:14. It says, and he said, the God of our fathers have chosen thee, that thou shouldest know his will, and see that just went, and shouldest hear the voice of his mouth, for thou shalt be his witness unto all men of what thou hast seen and heard. So that's simple and plain. I don't, I don't know how to go more deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Uh, I got one more. Then if you got any more, let's see. All right, this First Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of Yahweh. Um, it says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. And what's the it says the preaching of the cross to them that perish is foolishness. So unto all men, all men have not the faith. All men, it don't profit those who it has no profit for. You know, but it says, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So regardless if you know you are preaching this shit, so like you are preaching the word to those who don't appreciate it, you know, to you those who don't appreciate it, you know, you preaching the word to those who might not, acknowledge it as power. You know what I'm saying? You still supposed to do it. You know why? Because this is the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise. And how do we destroy the wisdom of the wise? We do that, well, us, the men of the Lord, from the apostles and elders on down, pushing his word on YouTube and the internet. It has destroyed the wisdom of it has destroyed the wisdom of the wise, man. All right. I would rather go turn on Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Ramlab, Apostle Recall, or one of the elders or brothers, videos before I listen to anybody in this fucking world, man. All right, so you go when I go on YouTube, and I want to learn something or know something, I'm gonna go listen to a brother. I ain't gonna go listen to no nigga or man from this world. You know, that's how much power you have by Shimei shot. But that's goes into us being spectacles of all men. You know what I'm saying? That being put on the internet. You know, this word, this word being on YouTube, it triumphs everything else on the internet. You know, it says, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. So, and that's the understanding of the prudent being brought to nothing. Why? How? Because we have, we have been a witness to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, his words, and it's went out throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, it says, where is the wise and where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. All right, and that's another part of it. So you might look at, well, you having to record it, or us, you know what I'm saying? You having to record it, or us having to, you know, do this every week. You know what I'm saying? That's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like that's foolishness. Why we have to do that? Long as we doing the work, long as we serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But it says, it pleases Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So that's what pleases Yahweh by Shemi Shai is you, putting it on record. You going out and teaching regardless of who listening. You know what I'm saying? You doing it regardless of who sees you. You know what I'm saying? Like that pleases Yahweh by Shemi Shai, even though it might be foolishness. This is still the order that Yahweh Shemi Shai has commanded and what pleases him, man. You know.
Con.
Yep. You had something else, bro?
Yeah, Matthew 5 and 7.
Con. This Matthew chapter 5 verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
So it says, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Now we know the ultimate mercy is his truth. Hearing these words of Yahweh Shemi Shai. We know that's the ultimate mercy, just hearing it, getting a chance to hear it and talk to a man of the Lord. That's the ultimate mercy. Now you go out and you extending that mercy to people that you see that may listen or to walk past just by being there. But what about that mercy for somebody outside your city? What about that mercy for somebody outside your state or outside of your country? Where's their mercy at? Because by you saying you're not going to record it, you're saying fuck everybody else. I'm just worried about the people in my city. Fuck everybody else. I ain't worried about nobody else. I'm cool. I'm doing my part, and that's all I need to do is my little part in my city. That's it. Well, that's not so. That's not so. And you had back then where it wasn't really feasible for people to even be traveling all over the world. It take years to get to certain places from certain places. We don't even got to do that anymore. So to neglect YouTube and not do this, it's complete. That's like what Esau would call criminal negligence.
You can't.
Because that's what you're doing. You're neglecting the body. You're neglecting the sheep. And Yahweh Shai said, feed his sheep. So how you gonna feed some of the sheep but not all the sheep? You gotta feed all the sheep. You gonna let some of the sheep die? You just gonna feed your favorite ones, the ones just by you, that's convenient for you? No, man. You gotta feed all the sheep that you can feed.
Bro, hold on. I got a precept for you. I got Salakia, bro. You said, damn, that's the spirit you said. I got a precept real quick. My fault. Gotta get this for you. Here you go, bro. This, Luke chapter 15, verse 4. It says, what man of you having 100 sheep, if he lose one of them, doth not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after that which is lost until he find it? And yeah, my fault. You got it. I'm gonna go to 6. It says, and when he had found it, he layeth it on his shoulders, rejoicing. And when he cometh home, he calleth together his neighbors, his friends, and his neighbors, saying unto them, rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost.
So it says 99 sheep. You got all 99 sheep. Now you just lost one, and you were like bent out of shape. So let's imagine you got all these 99 people listening to you in person, but that one sheep that really, really needed it, who's off somewhere outside your country, outside of your state, outside of your city, you said fuck them because I'm not uploading nothing because I can't see the gain in it. I can't see the gain in it. But this ain't even about us. Yahweh Shai said we gotta deny ourselves, so this ain't about us. And also, there's a way to seem right unto man, but the end thereof are destruction. You are literally setting yourself up for failure, doing a work in vain. Like Scripture say, charity, that's the number one thing. You just said, I'm only worried about the people in my city. Everybody else, fuck them.
It says, verse 7, I say unto you that likewise shall be in heaven over one sinner that repenteth more than over 99 just persons which need no repentance.
You got it, bro.
So yeah, the point on that is just it'll be a joy in heaven over one sinner that repenteth, man. All right, so and that one, and like I said, that one sinner might be all the way on the other side of the earth, man. You don't know. Yahabashim Yahshua could have had particularly your spirit made and your voice and your delivery made for one particular person to hear it and connect and recollect with your spirit and your words and be converted and repent, man. That's the power of Yahabashim Yahshua. What, you don't think Yahabashim Yahshua got that much power out here?
That's what they think.
Oh man. But you had some more out?
No, that was it.
I got one more. This Matthew chapter 24 verse 14. It said, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come."
You got it, bro.
Yeah, so it say this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached into all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right. So we supposed to be, this word supposed to go out all throughout the four corners of the earth, man. All right. And how does that happen? Through the internet, you know, as a witness unto all nations. All right. And then shall the end come, man. All right. And are these niggas not trying to go or not? Like, what, you don't want to go? You know, shit. This word gotta, once this word go out through the four corners of the earth, we can leave. You know.
Well, you know, a nigga like to talk shit sometimes. They don't really want to do no actions about it. They just want to talk shit. They like to hear themselves talk shit sometimes. You know how niggas be on the block.
Yeah, man. Hey, well, you want to hear yourself talk shit, you gonna hear a missile.
God.
Man, but this. Oh, you want me to get that Romans 10?
Roman 10 and what? Oh, yeah, Con, yeah, Con.
My fault. Romans 10 and 13. This Romans chapter 10. You want me to start at 13 or 14?
Yeah, you can start 13.
This Romans chapter 10 verse 13. "For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved."
So
How?
whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord is going to be saved. Now, the majority of our people to this day, they believe the Lord's name is Jesus, Jehovah, Yahuwah, all this other craziness, and believe the name don't matter. You can keep going on.
God. How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
And that's plain. Yahushua said if he didn't come, basically the people will be destroyed. But now that he come, the people ain't got no cloak. So we gotta go out there. Because you can't just have people out here being destroyed and they didn't have any warning. Yahweh ain't gonna do that because that wouldn't be just. So we gotta push this rock to the four corners so everybody, all the jigs can hear this. So when judgment day come, nobody can say I didn't know, nobody didn't tell me, I never seen your men. This is why the end can't come until the truth is pushed to the four corners, because all the jakes gotta hear first. But clearly, since you just worried about your city, you don't really want to get up out of here. It's like if you at work and everybody and the boss is like, you know what? Let's say you clean the house. After everybody's done cleaning this house, we get to get up out of here. I'm going to pay everybody for 10 hours of work, but if we get done earlier, we still going to get paid that same pay. So let's get done as fast as we can. You got 3 floors in the house. You got the first floor done, and you got the two bottom floors. They still working. The first floor say, man, we did our part. Let everybody else sit down at the bottom do their part. Even though these niggas know if they go down there to help, they can get out of there faster. But that's what you niggas is doing by saying you're not going to record it and put it online. You saying to hell with everybody else. We gonna have everybody else do their own part. You ain't trying to get up out of here. That's some nigga shit.
Con. Let me go to 18. It says, "But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the end of the world."
You got it, bro.
Con. So yeah, it's Yahweh Shemel Shah saying, have not these people heard? Well, we know everybody gotta hear before the end comes. So everybody is gonna hear. So how is everybody gonna hear? Because this word is gonna be went out all throughout the internet, bro. The internet is being flooded by multiple brothers day in and day in and night out, man. You know. So this how everybody gonna hear it. And they said their sound went out throughout the whole earth, man. You know. So this sound gonna go out throughout the earth. These words are heard unto the ends of the earth, and you gotta believe that, man. You supposed to believe every word, man. All right, we're not doing this word in vain. What is saying Isaiah 55? All right, it says, my word should not come back void, man. So this word gonna go out and accomplish to where He have sent it, man. You know, regardless if you think it's not. What it say? Romans 3:3 say. Uh,
Unbelief.
Yeah, Khan. You know, should that make the faith of Yahweh Shemel Shah without effect, man? All right,
That's
just
also Hebrews 11:1.
Khan, bro. Khan, Khan, bro. Faith is the evidence of things not seen, man. You know,
I can't see this. I can't see the gain in it.
right,
I don't really see it getting any bigger right now.
right.
Cause you niggas ain't got faith. That's what it is.
Yep, yep. Yeah, that's it. You know, you got some more out. What was that?
Nah.
All right, yeah. Well, with that, want to give our praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahushai,
Bashem,
Bashem,
Rokah,
Bakal,
Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honor to the apostle and elders, great millstone, rule well, and peace and salutations to the house of David. Shalom to the elect.